Welcome to the third episode of Paradigme 2.0. A few days ago, we left Zihuatanejo, a beautiful fishing village on the west coast of Mexico, and headed north towards Baja Navidad. On our way there, we encountered some technical problem, and this morning we had to free dive underneath the boat to fix them. We also had some adverse weather. If you haven't seen those episodes, look up the link in the descriptions. This morning to just take a quick rest, and I thought we were going to go to Baja Navidad, but when we started the engine we had some vibration problem with the propeller. Well, I knew we had enough fuel to make it, but I just decided to stop over in a bay and take care of the prop vibration problem. So we dove down on the prop, we realized we had a piece of cloth caught on there on it, and it completely solved the vibration problem. Now this boat is running like as if it was new. And it was later in the day, we were going to miss Baja Navidad to go refuel anyway. So the wind was pushing us here, so we just came here and we're going to spend the night here, go get some fuel, go get some food at this nice resort, and then we're going to come back to the boat and reassess what the weather is like, activate the Iridium, and start getting ourselves in more of an oceanic crossing sort of mindset. That being said, we might still go to Baja Navidad. Going to Puerto Vallarta is actually not a bad move, even if we're going to have to motor there because the wind is against us. But it's just going to create a better wind angle to get to Socorro. But all that is costing time, and time is running short. I want to be north of Cabo before the 1st of June. It's now May 14. And the reason why I want to be there is because storm season is starting. Now we're going to be well equipped to see storm coming. And the good news is if we have to run away from storm, going north is the way to go, like, because these storms come from the south and they actually want to push us north anyway, and the farther north you go, the less exposed to the storm you are, and that's where we want to go anyway. And with the sat phone, with my Iridium sat phone and Ocens software, I'll be well positioned to see a storm coming 3 or 4 days ahead of time, and 3 or 4 days is plenty of time for this boat to be well out of the way of that storm. So, but still, I don't want to stay south of Cabo for any extended period of time. And I also don't want to miss Socorro because it's going to be awesome. So that's the story. I'm not much into power boats, as you'll see. Like, I'm a sailor true and true. But this, if I had a power boat, this would be it. This is a Nordhound. Looking at it, it's a 45 or maybe a 50, I'm not sure. And that boat is a power boat, but it's designed to be a slow-going power boat that has a lot of range. This thing is actually able to cross ocean. From what I read, I think the hull is actually ice rated, so you're able to go into some light floating ice conditions with this. So it's a real exploration type boat, and really, really built tough and safe. It's a really interesting concept if you're able to own one. I believe I'm not exactly sure, but I believe the price tag on something like that would be north of $2 million, which is like 10 times my sailboat. But yeah, if I had a power boat, it'd be that. So, but still, I still prefer having a sailboat, so it's all good. Enough talking, let's go to Manzanillo. Coming into the harbor of Marina Las Hadas, the first thing you notice is all these white buildings. It kind of makes you feel like you're in Greece in the Mediterranean Sea. The marina is operated jointly with a beach resort that has some wonderful restaurants and some great gardens also. The beach at Las Hadas is accessible with the dinghy. We could have totally landed on the beach. It's very well protected. We elected instead to pay the nominal fee, get in the marina, so that way we don't have to worry about tides and we can actually enjoy the grounds there. That's how it's done. The marina at Manzanillo is kind of small, but it's well protected. You'll have to learn to Mediterranean more if you've never done that before. And you can get your fuel, you can get your provisioning. All in all, it's a great stop. Gracias, amigo. That pump is actually too big for my 5-gallon jug, so they're made to fill up like big boats. And now he's trying to figure out a way that he's going to fill me in. If I hadn't known this, obviously I have funnels on the boat we could have used in order to make this happen. But sometimes it's, you know, you have to make do. All right. Muchas gracias, señor.
Mexican style.
Perfect. Muchas gracias, amigo. That's the kind of stuff that happens all the time. Coco. Okay. I don't see it anymore. Okay.
One little lost.
Yeah. Now that we have our fuel, let's just enjoy the resort. The end of the day was coming rapidly, so we just decided to keep things simple and go to the resort steakhouse. Nice glass of rosé, because that's how this day has to end. It's been quite a day, and it's nice to finish it in a place like this, which is beautiful. It's a nice restaurant, steakhouse, with a nice glass of rosé. The weather is just perfect. We feel perfectly fine here. So after 2 harsh days of navigation along the coast, waking up and making sure there was no boat or obstacles in our way and all that kind of stuff, it's nice to finish it here with Paradigme 2.0 in the background, which I can keep my eyes on from the terrace, and that allows me to fully relax and move on to other and better things. Cheers. This video was made possible thanks to our friends at Cloud19. If you appreciate content like this and want to be part of the Paradigme 2 adventure, support us on Patreon. Look at this place, man. Palm trees, the mature palm trees, the architecture of it, the blending in of the architecture with the trees, and that swimming pool around it. Something I've never seen anywhere else, and I thought we could just use it for tonight, but apparently it closes at 7 o'clock. Was it? Yeah, 7 o'clock at night, so we were not welcome in the pool anymore, so I had to get out. Anyway.